What is up, YouTube? Young Batman back again. Finally got time to do a deck profile. Sorry if you guys been waiting, but just been busy and stuff. So finally back today. VEGITO deck profile. So VEGITO, he's a pretty underplayed leader. He doesn't get a lot of recognition, and rightfully so. He's not super competitive, but he's still pretty cool. So on the front side, this leader, it's got that Saiyan nonsense where when he attacks a leader card, you get to draw a card, and when you awaken him at 4 life or less, you untap 2 of your energy and flip the card over. On the back side, he's got a permanent. During your turn, if your opponent has no battle cards in their battle area, this card gains plus 5,000 power and double strike. And when he attacks, draw a card. Then if your opponent has 2 or less battle cards, this card gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Now, I personally believe that this VEGITO should have came out in Union Force. Especially since this one's during the Future Trunks saga, where, it had a lot of Zamasu cards and stuff. And the one that came out last set was during the Majin Buu saga, and this set's got a lot of Majin Buu cards. Also, Barrier makes this card a lot worse. So if they came out with this during Union Force when it wasn't a lot of Barrier, this card would have been a lot better. But with Barrier being around now, this card's potential is pretty hindered. But we're going to see a way to work around that now once I get into the deck profile. So let's get to it. Alright, now let's get into the deck. We got a red, black, green deck. Jund. If you played Magic before, you know what that is. Alright, so starting off with some 1-drops. 4 Saiyan Kaba. We run that because Kaba's the man. He helps you awaken. He's got double strike for that aggressive start. He's just good all around. Next, 4 Trunks Bridge to the Future. Easily one of my favorite cards. And a really good card in this deck. Actually, he has more than one purpose. A lot of the cards in this deck are Saiyan, so the effect is going to hit most of the time. And he helps mill cards to fuel Overwhelm. So for 1 mana, he can get you 1 to 2 cards in the drop for your black Overwhelm cards. Next up, we got 2 TN. Playing a green leader, so you got to use your 3-eyed boy. He helps you awaken. You can combo with him, and it's cool using him with this leader because on turn 2 you can attack with VEGITO, combo with TN, use the effect to awaken and untap the 2, so you kind of get that effect off for free. Now you don't get to draw cards when you awaken with him, which it's not going to be as explosive. But, you won't be tapped out on turn 2 at 4 life if you decide to use 10. Alright, so here goes somebody you haven't seen in a while. Ever since set 3, we've been sleeping on our boy Mighty Mask. He's awesome. He searches your deck for a Trunks and a Goten. After you attack with him, of course. And he wants to come down turn 2 most games. And so for our targets, we got 2 Sun Goten Family of Justice, more removal, get stuff off the board early game, so you can go all in with this guy here with your leader. Sun Goten Family of Justice is good. You can't go wrong with it. Not really much they can do to interact with it, which is really good. 4 Trunks Protector of Children. No explanation needed. It's become a meme at this point. If you don't run 4 super combos, you're bad. So, want to run 4 of these guys. Next, 4 Unified Spirit Trunks. 2 Unified Spirit Sun Goten. 2 Leap to the Future Sun Goten. So, now this combo here, I figured it would go pretty good with the VEGITO leader. When you swing at this Trunks, you can reveal a Sun Goten from your hand. If you do, you can KO one of their battle cards, cost 3 or less. We got 6 Sun Goten in the deck. It's not a lot if it wasn't a lot of room for it, but it's still a 3-drop that, it can remove your opponent's cards from the field. So it's just less work for you to do later on with your leader. And this Goten, you typically don't want to play it. It's just in there to fetch with Mighty Mass. But when you attack with him, you can check the top 7 for Trunks. Got these you can hit with 15,000 or less power added to your hand. Kid Trunks, that is, anyway. And this Sun Goten, he is just for red energy, but his effect is useful because we run 2 psyched up Gotenks. And you can use this to search for the psyched up Gotenks. He's an expansion card. He didn't get a lot of play, but we're running him in here. Typically, when you use him, you want to use the Union Fusion. I've got it set up that way so that it can help fuel the Overwhelm. And I mean, you know, paying 4, you draw 2 and you pop one of their battle cards, and it's got double strike, 25k. Kind of what you're looking for in a deck like this. Alright, so our other game plan, our like main game plan, which I'm about to go into, you want to use, you know, your leader and all these cards to get your opponent low, get them down to 2. Everyone knows this combo. Chain attack Trunks, enters another playing guard, easy peasy. You know, he costs 4, he's 3 red. It's not a lot of red you see, but you know, we can work around that. You'll see how we work around that later on. When you play him, you can drop a 15,000 or less from your hand. Because then when the playing god comes out, you know, if you see in the anime, you know he does, and he does the same thing in the card game. He wipes everything out. Both players start over with 5 cards in their hand. And this is really good in this deck because this leader requires your opponent to have no battle cards in play. This guy doesn't give a crap about your stupid barrier. So if you got a field full of barrier apes that this guy can't get rid of, you drop this combo, everything's gone. This guy's 25 double strike, and he's a leader, so they can't explosive Shugesha him. Alrighty, now on to the black cards. We are rocking 2 Awakened Warrior Bardock. I wanted to run this because all my other Overwhelm cards have a cost, and you know the thing that makes Overwhelm good is that, you know, you can do this for 0. The reason why I chose him is because he's one of the most aggressive Overwhelm cards. 20k double strike for 0 energy. You want to get your opponent low quick so you can pop this combo off. That's why I decided to include Awakened Warrior Bardock. I'm also including 2 Increasing Evil Mass Saiyan, supposed to help awaken, and he's removal to get your dude's ability off. You know, not much to be said about him. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these guys are Saiyans, like all these black cards here. Saiyan, Saiyan, Saiyan. So this guy's probably not gonna miss. 2 Trunks, Power, Overseeing, Tom. I'm running this guy because this is a combo deck. So, you know, you want to get this combo here. This guy allows you to, you know, if you end up milling this guy, you can get it back in your hand and use next turn. He's also 20k double strike, just like the Awakened Warrior Bardock. He just costs 2 because his effect is so insane. Also, if it's a grindy game, you can just get this card back from the warp if it's in your warp or your drop when you overwhelm, and you can just do that every single turn. Alrighty, for the last of the black battle cards, 2 Mass Saiyan the Mysterious Warrior. I wanted to run more, but you know, it just didn't have the room for it. You know, you play him, he costs 1 to overwhelm 5, and he's got double strike, which you really want in this deck. And when you play him with Overwhelm, you choose your opponent's battle cards whose total cost adds up to 5 or less. They can't have blocker though, unfortunately. But you pick them and send them to the warp. Just get them out of here. 1 energy, he can wipe a bunch of cards off the field to get your VEGITO nice and buff. So, really good card. Next, 2 Times Judgment. Just got some negates in here to help you stay alive. I went with this one because of the colors You know, I didn't want to, you know, tap out my red and not be able to play Violence Assistance. I didn't want to tap out my green, not be able to play full power energy. So I just figured, you know, we go at 2 times judgment and, you know, everything would be all good. Also, you know, you can discard 2 cards from your hand and use it to put it back in your hand. That helps fuel your overwhelm, and it helps you stay alive longer since you'll be able to pop that time's judgment off more than once a turn if you need to. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like to cook. And when I'm cooking, I gotta make sure that my meal's got a little bit of spice in there. So, you're gonna spice this deck up with 2 Dark Plot. When you play Dark Plot, it costs 4. You can take a battle card from your ward where energy costs 4 or less and put it into play. And if it's got Overwhelm, you can switch through your energy to active mode. So, you know, this was a card that I had planned on using to bring out my Chantac Trunks. Don't got a lot of red energy in this deck. And I'm noticing that now. Dang, that's even less red than I thought. 4, 8, 10, 14 red. That's not a lot when this card takes 3 red. Dark Plot has absolutely no specified cost, so I'll let you get over that. You know, you play the Trunks and you reveal the Chantac Trunks. Don't even worry about it. Just put it in your draw. Overwhelm and then Dark Plot them out later with the Zeno in your hand, and that'll wipe everything out. Also, you can use this guy to get the Zeno out. So next time you Dark Plot, you'll have the Zeno in your hand for sure. And lastly, for that sneak factor, 1 Further in Destruction Champa. Everyone knows what this card does, no explanation needed. You know, your opponent's like, alright, I got a field full of cards, his leader sucks, his leader's not going to have double strike. No, you got that Further in Destruction Champa. They're not going to see it coming. They're not going to think you run it because, you know, your leader gets double strike if they don't have any cards. So I just got the 1 Champa in there. That's to catch them off guard. And another card that's going to catch them off guard, you know, because it's not that good, but I think it's pretty good in here. You guys ready? I hope you guys like heat, because we bringing that spice today. What's Champa without the assassination plot? I don't know, you tell me. Activate main, costs 4. Choose battle cards your opponent controls, with a total cost of 30,000 or less, and KO them. It's an extra card, so they cannot interact with this card. They can't bloodlust a card. You know, they can't, you know, crusher ball it or whatever. You play it, and the battle cards are dying no matter what. They can't respond to it in any way because it's an extra card. So here's the deck I came up with. Yeah, you just want to be aggressive, attack every turn, obviously, since you draw. Get them down to 4, awaken them. You know, use your Further Destruction Champa and your Bardock and your Trunks and your Mass Sand and your ability to get them down to 2 life. Then you want to drop that 10 attack Trunks into Zeno, and they better hope they draw and negate, because with 5 cards in their hand, you swing with this guy double strike and dump your whole hand. Not much they can do to survive. So, alright everybody, thanks for watching the deck profile. Leave a comment if there are any changes you make. I'm sure there are, especially with the lack of red in the deck, and the Gotenks. You know, card's not that good. It's probably better options to use, but you know, hey, be cool over here. You know, VEGITO is VEGITO, so you can't get mad that I'm using Gotenks. You know what I'm saying? So, alright everybody, thanks for watching. Leave it a like if you like this. Like I said, leave a comment if you got anything to say. You can talk shit if you want to, that's cool. And most importantly, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to have more content coming out. More deck profiles, more gameplay videos, more discussion videos. You know, all the stuff you guys in the Dragon Ball Super community are looking forward to and looking for from your YouTubers. So, alright everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.